Hi, guys, and welcome back to RT's Share Tea, where respiratory therapists live out loud with me, your host, Linda Fry, the Asthma Lady. Okay, so last week we spoke about helper's high, getting that tingly feeling from helping folks with expecting nothing back in return, doing this at work. And we also spoke about creating a good credit score with coworkers, building a good rapport and creating allies in the workplace, and this causing us to helping us to be happy at work. So now we're going to talk about today dealing with difficult or, strong personalities at work. And I don't think I have to describe a difficult personality. And, we know what this looks like. Someone that's aggressive, a lot of pushback, complaining, lazy, they lying on you, just like this person is just the worst to you at work, right? And, this person may be miserable at home or, whatever, and bringing the misery with them to work. And hence, this is now bringing down your spirits at work, right? And so you're thinking like, oh my gosh, I can't wait till I get off this floor, this assignment, until I leave this hospital or this facility. So you're waiting for something to leave the situation. And it's like you can be happy where you are, but there is a key to this, to becoming happy in the situation. So can I tell you that one of the keys to being happier at work is to overcome the obstacles of being kind to this person, to being kind to that difficult team member that you don't get along with. So what we have to do first is you have to first acknowledge that everyone in life has something to offer. Everyone, even if you think this is like the worst type of person, you have to just tell yourself and tell your brain that this person has something to offer. If you know someone is a liar, you'll be like, they're creative. You understand? I could give them an A for creativity. They know how to put flavor on a story. They're entertaining. Start to see like, okay. If someone is mean, but you see that they're really neat, you can admire the neatness. Or if someone is lazy and complains, but you see they're super organized, you can admire that they're organized, or they know how to, label the patient bags really well. They wrap all their oxygen tubing so it doesn't kink up. You understand? You could admire that. Or someone is they just not a team player, but they're really passionate about patient satisfaction, so they go above and beyond. You understand? So what you do is, when you know someone has something like that, you start to tell yourself, okay, you know what, I admire that about the person. And then one day what you start to do is you start to drop little nuggets of genuine compliment about this thing. Like, for example, like I said, like let's think of someone, when we write our patient notes. Like, hey, Brian, I got the chance to read your note today. It was well written. That's it. And just walk away. You're not expecting oh, you too, even a thank you. You just want them to hear the compliment and just walk away. And so what you keep doing is keep identifying, or try to keep identifying, these positive things about the person. And what you're hoping to do is to bring down the wall, because we don't know sometimes why somebody is the way that they are. It may stem from trauma, or I mean, we all come from these walks of life. And of course I have a story. I always have a story. Um my mom tells me this story often. So when my mom first came to this country, from Haiti, she was already in the country, I want to say, for like 2 or 3 years. So she was pregnant with her first child, me, and she was coming from work. So she's like 8 months pregnant at this time. So her belly was like really poking out, like really out. She was really hard to miss. And so she was getting on the bus. So when she got on the bus, she realized, oh, I'm 10 cents short. She was short 10 cents to get on the bus. And the bus driver opened the door back up and told her to get out, and she was shocked. So she looked at the folks in the front seat of the bus to see if anybody was going to offer the change or to speak up. No one said anything, and she had to get off the bus. And she walked home, and she said she cried the whole way home because it was the first time where she realized that people don't care about you. Yeah, and that's what she told me. So a as a young woman, she she basically tells me that story to let me know that, listen, you have to do things for yourself. You have to do things on your own. People are not going to help you. So even now, I have a hard time asking for help because, that story she tells me all the time, and I can tell that was very traumatic for her. And she didn't, at work, she didn't have a lot of friends. Her wall was up. She was a certified nurse's assistant, a CNA, and yeah, she had a hard time with making friends and stuff like that. So we just don't know why, like we said, folks come from all types of walk of life. And let's talk about smiling. Even something like smiling. Know that, and a lot of folks don't know this, right? Know that in certain neighborhoods, a smile was an open invitation to get robbed, right? Or for a young woman to get harassed. You understand? A random smile, like, they're like, oh, okay, you okay, you're available. You understand? So understand that. So in New York, we have something called the mean mug. Okay. And the mean mug is that look on your face like, listen, don't even come over here. I don't have the time. I don't know the directions. I don't know the weather. You can't use my phone. Like, I don't have a stick of gum. I don't walk in too close in front of me. Don't walk behind me. You understand? That is the New York mean mug. All right. And so know that someone like me, I learned how to do the New York mean mug at age like 10, 11. Okay. So from Springfield, Queens. So, hi, shout out to my Shadyville folk. So we in Shadyville, and right next to, us in Springfield, we houses and everything. And I went to Catholic school. We had, right a block over, we had Murder Murdoch. Okay. So, I don't think I need to tell you why they called Murdoch, Murder Murdoch. The description is in the name. Okay. So I had friends that lived in Murder Murdoch. Or and in the past, I had dated somebody. I had a boyfriend, a little boyfriend in Murder Murdoch. So I knew how to do the mug very well. And so by default, I wear the mean mug, or I used to wear the mean mug, until I started to realize that folks thought I was mean, and I wasn't, so I had to learn to not wear that face, but I didn't know at first that I was doing it. You understand? So, so what we have to do is just come from a place of compassion and understanding, and just give folks a chance, really try to break down the wall. Like, and I spoke about that before, investing time in, in these relationships at work, right? And in any relationship, but it's important in the workplace. If you really want to enjoy, having peace at work, and creating win-win situations and gaining allies. All right. So guys, I hope this story helps someone today, and that, we're helping one another out. And know that when I talk about the compliments, please guys, I mean, I'm not talking about the nasty compliments, like, oh, your breath doesn't smell that bad today. Like, I'm not talking about a shady compliment. You understand? Your teeth ain't, your teeth got whiter recently. Like, no, you know what I'm saying? And also, I'm not talking about the sexual harassment compliments. And we all know what those are. You're looking nice in your scrubs today. Okay? I'm not talking about one of those. I'm talking about genuine compliments. All right, guys? So I hope this helps somebody today. Please feel free to share your stories with us at rtsharet@gmail.com. So that is rtsharetea@gmail.com. So I just want to say happy holidays to everybody. We are in the holiday season. Christmas is here, and there are so many children that have been out of home due to storms like Hurricane Ida and all these big storms that's been coming through. So, let's bring hope and cheer to these children that have been displaced from home. The First Baptist Church of Hillside, New Jersey is having a drive-through toy giveaway, and they are taking financial donations on F as in Frank, B as in boy, C as in cat -hillside.org. And if you click on the give button, there's a drop down where you will see the toy giveaway. Right? So let's just be, if you've been blessed this year, you've been working, let's bless those that have less than what we have and haven't been so fortunate. Bring a cheer to these kids. I'm also taking toys at Woodhull Hospital. So that's 760 Broadway, Brooklyn, New York 11206. And you can literally just, drop them off to the asthma lady. Once you say that, they'll know who you're talking about, right? So this is Logan's first Christmas, and he's gonna get one toy. I already told all the grandparents and all the fam that his, if they give me a bunch of toys, is going to the church. All right. So he is blessed, and we will be blessing others. Okay. So thank you guys so much for listening. Remember, we are here every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Every Wednesday, 6 p.m., guys. Thank you so much. And remember to invest in yourself and to only compete with yesterday's version of you. All right, guys. So, bye. Have an amazing, amazing week.